case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In 1949, the Supreme Court of the United States heard the case of Larson v. Domestic and Foreign Commerce Corp., which centered around the concept that the government cannot be compelled to act through a court-issued specific relief, unless there is a constitutional limitation at play. The lawsuit had originated when the Domestic and Foreign Commerce Corporation took legal action against Robert M. Littlejohn, head of the War Assets Administration, over the sale of surplus coal. The administration had sold the coal to the plaintiff, but then reneged on the delivery, opting to sell it to another party instead. The plaintiff sought an injunction and a declaration of the validity of the sale, and a temporary restraining order was subsequently issued. However, the defendant argued that the lawsuit was not within the court's jurisdiction, as it was against the United States. This led to the dismissal of the case, which was then reversed by the Court of Appeals before reaching the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court was tasked with determining whether the lawsuit was barred by the principle of sovereign immunity. They ultimately ruled that the suit, as a specific action for property, could be maintained against the defendants as individuals. It was also established that the administrator had the authority to interpret contracts and reject delivery if the terms were not met. The primary issue of the case focused on the terms of the contract and whether the title to the coal had passed at the time of the sale. Ultimately, the court decided that the government could not be forced to act through a specific relief due to the principle of sovereign immunity, except in cases involving a constitutional limitation. Strict rules were in place to protect public administration, and the right to sue an officer didn't hinge on a buyer's title. As a result, the court found that a claim of property title wasn't sufficient to challenge an officer's authority, leading to the failure of the lawsuit.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind, leave the stress of climb.